All right, brother.
Here with Coach Jomaul Mason of the Houston ISD Westside Wolves. How are you doing today, Coach?
I'm doing well. Hanging in there. Quarantine life, or not quarantine, social distancing life. Hanging in pretty good, though. How about yourself?
I'm doing well. Yeah, it's been obviously it's been strange for everyone, no matter what you do. Nobody stays at home this much. So, but
Right.
talk a little bit about what that's meant for you and as the campus athletic coordinator there. All the sports have been affected, all the kids have been affected, and how you're coping with it.
Well, initially it broke my heart because of the spring sports. Our girls soccer team, and just locked in their playoff berth, and we're ready to get prepared for a playoff game. And boys soccer had about a week left. Baseball had just kicked off. I know there was a basketball state tournament for the boys that just started. It just, it was kind of shocking. I've been playing or associated with Texas high school football for a long time, and have never seen anything like it. And then talking to some of my older colleagues or former colleagues, they've never seen anything like it either. So it's just been a big time adjustment for everybody. But I think as coaches and athletes, we learn to adjust and overcome. It's something that we've talked about. All of our programs on campus is adjusting and overcoming. We can't get back what's already gone. So we have to continue to press forward and try to make sure that those athletes feel well represented, and give them things of that nature, some way to let them know that we truly did appreciate them. And it just sucks that they weren't able to finish out their season.
And at the same time, we're moving forward, but we have to make sure that these kids are keeping up the academics. I know we won't be getting anything but pass-fail, but that pass is pretty important for
them. Academics is something that we should talk about on a daily basis with our kids, or whoever we're Zoom meeting or Microsoft Teams meeting with that day. It's one of my first topics. I always look at it. This is an opportunity for some kids that might have fallen behind a little bit GPA wise to do some makeup work. I think everybody should strive to make all A's. Your teachers are understanding and giving you a chance to complete assignments and turn them in pretty much at your own pace. It's just making sure that you get that stuff done. And I think it could be huge for some of the kids that needed a boost in their GPA. So I think it's important across all sports. We're talking about academic achievement this time that we may never see anything like it again. So yeah, man, the academic side of it is huge. But teachers are being extremely understanding, working their tails off at making sure that the kids get the information, and from there, the kids just have to make sure that they're down in asking questions. And we're on live in classes from roughly 9:30 to 3 o'clock. So it's a pretty hefty workload for the kids still. Although meetings are recorded, they can go back and rewatch the meetings if they can't make it at that time. Job of implementing at-home learning, and I think that's across the district as well. They've done a great job of. We were already a one. Easier for us to get up and running because all of our kids should have access to some type of laptop. Turn to the camera. Yes.
So hopefully we do get to play football in the fall. If we do, what can we look forward to from the Wolves?
Well, I think we didn't lose as much as it looks like on paper, because a lot of guys were able to get quality reps during the season. just because of we were a little thin, so we had to throw some guys in the fire. We played a lot of younger guys as well. I guess the biggest question mark would be from the quarterback standpoint. Losing the 18-6A MVP is a big deal, but we have a young kid that's a straight A student, a hard worker, a bigger kid, has a big arm that I expect to do great things, but we take it slowly and I don't want to give him too much too early. But other than that, I mean, I think we'll be, very competitive on the offensive and defensive lines. And then I think our skill positions have gotten even better. It's hard to say that without, going through spring ball, but I do know that we'll be a more intelligent football team and, ready to take on, our opponents that we have on our schedule this year. So I'm really, really excited about this group. I think it is a really intelligent group of football players. Not that they're not athletic, because we have some really good athletes. We return, first team all district receiver and Dorian Washington, who had 12 touchdowns. That's huge. Messiah Farinas, along with some other kids running the ball out of the backfield. Messiah got hurt last year. He broke his foot, but he's a kid that we were counting on to do big things for us last year. So he should have a breakout season this year. He's been working his tail off even through, social distancing. So long story short, I think you'll see the same brand of football from the Westside Wolves. We're going to come out. We're going to be extremely competitive. You give us a chance in the fourth quarter, and I like our chances.
All right. Well, so this is your sixth year at Westside. Made the playoffs all 5 years.
Yes,
The last couple of years, the top end of the district has kind of tightened up, whereas Lamar was the prohibitive big beast favorite. Don't know that we can say that anymore, even though they did win the district again last year. It was a lot tighter. And I know that you've used Lamar as a motivator for your team in the past. So how do you look at the other teams in your district?
I do think that Lamar is still the favorite. They have a lot of talent on their team, and yes, the district is getting better. But I want to give a shout out to the other coaches in the district. That means that we're doing a better job of getting the kids in our programs, coaching the kids up from within our program, so that we can just make the district even more competitive. I think Bel Air is going to have another strong run this year. I thought they did a good job of bouncing back from the year before. They played really good football, so I like what Bel Air returned. The Heights was really young last year, which is kind of scary. We played a shootout game with the Heights. That was one of the best games I coached in last year, and they returned, 80, 90% of their team. And then Chavez returns has a special running back. I think that running back is the real deal. So I think, our district is really, really competitive at this point. Westbury, with the addition with the new head coach and Daryl Colbert, I'm sure we'll see some different things out of them as well. So, the district's up in the air. I like to think that we're still up there in the top four, competing for a district championship, honestly. But I give a shout out to all the coaches within the district that are doing a good job of leading the programs and developing football players.
Okay. UIL's 100th year, 100th season of football. And your friend, Coach Dixon over at Houston Heights, he wasn't there for the game, but they were involved in that first championship game that played Cleburne to a 0-0 tie, and the UIL is trying to set up some special stuff around their 100th year. And I would imagine, I don't know how much the awareness throughout the district is, but I imagine that's going to create a little bit of a buzz in Houston ISD when the Heights Bulldogs go to play Cleburne, wherever that is, AT&T or Waco or wherever they manage to do that game. Recognizing those two teams as co-champions from the first year of UIL football.
I think that's great. It's great for our district and great for Coach Dixon and his program. I think that's an awesome, especially event to be a part of, and hopefully, bring a little Houston mojo with him, and he get down there and be successful. And, show everybody that Houston ISD football is becoming a better brand of football year in and year out.
All right. Well, Coach, thanks you very much for your availability and your patience with the issues we had there.
I had my own issues too to start with, brother. So no problem.
Yeah, like you said, we're all learning new ways to do things.
Yes. So I think it's good though. I think it's going to help us in the future in time management and things like that. So I know this is something. The meetings is something that I would use probably until the next best thing comes out, because it's